12. The Nightbeat starts right now.
A clash in downtown San Antonio tonight.
We will stand for freedom and we will defend our allies, and we will also extend that privilege to the transgender and LGBTQIA plus community.
Shouts advocating for freedom of expression for tonight's drag performance. Others pushing for restrictions.
We're out here tonight because the Aztec Theater is allowing 18 and younger kids into the drag show.
Tonight's dueling rallies come after another San Antonio establishment was threatened and forced to cancel its own drag shows. And weeks after members of the LGBTQ community were gunned down at a bar in Colorado. Emotions rising in downtown on the same day President Biden signed a law protecting same-sex marriage.
Today's a good day. A day America takes a vital step toward equality.
And tonight's drag show performance just wrapped up outside of the Aztec Theater, and the groups for and against the performance made it very clear where they stand.
Far right-wing groups who have been making unfounded claims about these drag performances were vastly outnumbered by those who showed up in support of the show and LGBTQ plus rights. The night team's John Paul Barahasa in the middle of the protesters. And John Paul, we need to mention some of these protesters were armed tonight.
Steve, that's correct. And the crowds behind me have died down a lot, but lots of chanting and lots of emotions from both sides of the street. On this side, they're standing with the Aztec Theater and the drag queens who held the show that was open to all ages. The LGBT community standing on this side. Across the street, you got the Texas Freedom Force, who is protesting, wanting the age limit to be 18 and older. Dueling protesters lined both sides of the street outside the Aztec Theater for Tuesday's performance of a drag queen Christmas. The LGBTQ community fighting for their right to entertainment.
We love drag. Drag is a space for creation and liberation, and we will not stand for a community that we love going down in the trenches due to a narrative that is false.
Those across the street with the Texas Freedom Force say
It's not appropriate in front of a child. I mean, come on now. This isn't Barney over here.
San Antonio police also had a large showing, many in tactical gear, but both opposing groups also came armed. Those standing with the LGBTQ community telling us it was a reaction to the actions of the Texas Freedom Force.
If they were reacting to us, we would have been out here with signs and flags, not guns.
All of this coming as drag shows around the country were canceled for reported threats. That includes the Starlighter here in San Antonio. Its events are now canceled through the end of the year.
This country is backpedaling in a nationwide agenda to dispose of the transphobic contribution to this nation and culture.
Brandon Burkhart with the Texas Freedom Force says his group was not involved with the reported threats. He adds they would not be protesting at the Aztec if its performance was adults only.
When you start bringing underage children into it, it becomes our business.
I would say to them to understand that we are coming from a place of love and from a place of liberation and from a place of freedom.
SAPD sent us a statement that they were monitoring tonight's situation and fully prepared. They also added that they wanted to make sure everyone's constitutional right to freedom of speech was protected, and throughout our time being here, everything has remained peaceful up to this point. Still lots of activity, lots of police, still lots of people from the Texas Freedom Force, and lots of people standing with the LGBTQ community. Live at the Aztec Theater, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. New details on that deadly explosion on the southeast side. We're getting our first look at one of the victims killed in Friday night's blast. This is 36-year-old Roger Huron Jr. He was one of 4 victims killed. We also spoke with 28-year-old Ashley Ottoby's family. They were just too shaken to speak. The identities for the remaining 2 victims have not been publicly released. Today, investigators confirmed the explosion was not caused by a drug lab or an explosive device. The blast happened at K-Bar Construction near I-37 and 410. Firefighters say the property owner lived in that home that was 12 feet underground. Investigators are looking into a possible gas leak. The charges pending in the case of an 8-year-old who had a loaded gun and knives at school. This happening at Rose Garden Elementary School in Schertz just before noon. In a letter, the school's principal says the 3rd grader showed off the gun to another student during lunch. A teacher was notified. The loaded gun and knives were confiscated. The school and the Bexar County District Attorney will determine if charges will be filed.
A driver who was shot before crashing his vehicle is now dead. We're hearing from neighbors who saw what happened. They were there. They witnessed the aftermath. It's a breaking news story that we first brought to you on the 6 o'clock news. Police found the victim on Roundtree Lane near Randolph Boulevard. That was after the driver crashed into a fence. Investigators believe that the man was involved in a shootout with someone in another car before he crashed. Neighbors say they heard the commotion and they ran outside.
Saw that young man laying on the road, and he looked pretty bad. He'd been shot on, I don't know how many times he got shot, but he got shot, and I saw a wound on his left side, I think. No, right side. And the cop was giving him some CPR.
The victim that we're talking about here is believed to be in his late teens or early 20s. Investigators haven't revealed his name. Neighbors tell us the victim doesn't live there, but they have seen the vehicle that he was driving in before in that area. Now police are looking for a white Jeep or an SUV type vehicle that left the area during the shooting.
The thieves are pushing their luck with stolen lottery tickets. One San Antonio store owner says he's seen a string of robberies targeting scratch-off tickets. Scratch-off ripoffs. Anwar Tahir says his store was hit last week at Leal Food Mart. He's part of the Association of Convenience Store Retailers in San Antonio and showed videos of other thefts like at the Primo Food Mart on Cashville Road. Stolen winning tickets mean the stores are on the hook.
They are around about $5,000 to $7,000. It cost us.
Tahir says an entire package of scratch-offs activated before they can sell them. But he hopes that industry standard will change to avoid the issue. He'd rather have the tickets individually activated at the time of the sale instead of the entire pack.
Cybersecurity now top of mind more than a week after the San Antonio-based company Rackspace fell victim to ransomware. Just last year around this time, the city of San Antonio launched a cybersecurity operation. So what's changed since then? The Night Team's Lee Waldman takes us inside the Alamo Regional Security Operations Center.
We do operational security for the City of San Antonio networks, and then we also are a security operations center that is a collaborative environment for all of the community that's around us.
Built with a 24/7, 365-day mindset, the Alamo Regional Security Operations Center, or RSOC, has been working to protect San Antonio for the last year.
Just getting everything kind of like fine-tuned has been, I wouldn't say a challenge, it's actually been an adventure.
RSOC runs on the slogan, servicing our community through cyber excellence. Its partners are key in that process. Manager Sonny Kemalop says those partners' identities are protected.
We're currently at about 10 and developing some more. We continually get requests how to participate.
Kind of a place where people can at least come and take a break.
The RSOC facility was built with 24-hour work in mind. Fully functioning kitchen.
Because again, 24/7.
Gym.
This makes into a bed.
Sleeping quarters.
That way if we activate.
All there in case of activation.
You can come and take a break.
For a security threat.
Have y'all had to activate? No, we've not had to activate since we've opened here.
The command floor gives their team here at RSOC the ability to monitor all the physical security cameras, but also monitor cybersecurity threats.
There's multiple, surveys that different companies do that show the trends and how it's growing, but it's also this time of year. We're in the holiday season, and so there are more scams that are taking place.
Boozer says RSOC is unique across the country and will continue to push innovation to better protect people in our area from the growing cybersecurity threat. Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
A few showers far east of San Antonio, right along the cold front that moved through here earlier this afternoon. You get closer to Hallettsville, down toward Cuero, and pushing eastward. That's where this activity is. And we could have a few sprinkles to very light showers, even closer to San Antonio and elsewhere overnight tonight through the about sunrise morning commute tomorrow. But generally negligible accumulations. 66 and cloudy right now. Again, some of those clouds may be throwing out a few sprinkles overnight. Here's the biggest change behind the cold front. Dew point down to 40. The dew point has dropped more than 20 degrees. Dry air back in place. North wind at 10 is really going to pick up tomorrow. We'll start the day low to mid 50s. 53 Helotes, 50 in Bulverde, 55 on the south side at Stinson, and about 57 Floresville and Nixon. Mornings, though, get even colder. Get ready for upper 30s by Thursday and even Friday morning. We'll talk about the Mountain Cedar forecast, when it's likely to get worse, and of course our high temperature trend and how much the highs fall off in just a bit.
Now, still ahead on the Nightbeat, TikTok's troubles are growing. The new legislation that's now being presented against the social media giant.
Plus, you can see the joy in their smiles, and I'm talking about the volunteers, local San Antonio students continuing a holiday tradition, how they're helping to bring more smiles to some of San Antonio's youngest.
And a San Antonio man running for a passion, a mission. Today, he just finished a journey that took him all the way across Texas. So we're going to hear from him and also how this mission is helping our community right here at home. Up next.
This SA Salutes holiday greeting is brought to you by Gomez Law Firm.
My name is Joseph Gomez with the Gomez Law Firm. This is my wife Lauren and my two sons Jordan and JB. On behalf of everyone here, we'd like to wish our armed forces and veterans a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The goal was 840 miles in 19 days. One San Antonio man made that journey one step at a time, running across Texas to raise awareness on substance abuse. Today, Kenneth Anderlich completed that journey. During his run, he also raised $50,000 for Pay It Forward SA, a group that helps with treatment and long-term sober living. It's an effort that hits close to home for Anderlich. His mother passed away from substance abuse 14 years ago. He struggled with it as well and has now been sober for 7 years. Now he's a supervisor at Haven for Hope, a facility that helps those without a home.
First, you decide you want to get sober, and then of course you get sober, and then you go to rehab. And then what happens after rehab? Your family doesn't want to take you in, and so that was kind of my why.
Anderlich started the run the day after his mother's birthday. He began the journey in El Paso before stopping when he reached Logansport, Louisiana. He's now on his way back home to San Antonio. Job well done.
That's awesome. Now for a look at some of today's big headlines in your Nightbeat News Flash. For the first time in almost a year, inflation cooled considerably and actually more than expected last month. The Labor Department says that prices rose 7.1% in November from a year ago, which is actually down from 7.7% in October. Still, the White House is saying prices are way too high. And by the way, the Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates on loans again to bring down inflation. They're going to announce that tomorrow. Also, more trouble for TikTok. Along with facing a legal battle and restrictions in Texas and several other states, 3 U.S. lawmakers are introducing measures to ban the social media company from operating in the U.S. Senator Marco Rubio introduced a bill in the Senate, and 2 congressmen introduced companion legislation before the House. The lawmakers are concerned that the app can't protect your data from the Chinese government. Several states, along with Texas, have banned state employees from using the app on government-issued phones. Now, parts of North Texas and Oklahoma dealing with damage, and lots of it. Just look at that. That's what they're dealing with tonight. The National Weather Service confirming that a tornado touched down near Decatur, Texas. There was also damage in Grapevine. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash.
New tonight, students keeping a holiday tradition alive at Northside ISD. John Jay High School students took some elementary students in need of a little shopping spree. Photojournalist Ken Weezar gives us a look at the tradition that's gone on for more than 50 years.
Do you like these shoes? Yeah. It's amazing. I love seeing the smiles on kids' faces, and I feel like it really brightens up their day and their Christmas time. It makes me feel so happy and excited to be here. I love helping people out, especially kids who are in need. It's a really amazing experience. What's your favorite style of shoe? Like, do you like something like this? Or you could get boots. Do you like boots for the winter? Yeah. You like boots for the winter? Okay.
Hey, Kimberly. You doing okay? I like the way you got your hair fixed. That's pretty.
Look, these are pretty. You want to try these? There you go. They fit good? It's truly heartwarming. It's very exciting. I love, obviously seeing children happy. They get to, experience and, get to get free shoes, or not free shoes, but they get to get their shoes and things like that. It's truly amazing.
You doing okay, everybody? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice seeing you guys. I'm glad you're getting all that good stuff.
Oh, love that. So happy. All right, now here's a live look over downtown San Antonio right now. You see right there that building with the Christmas tree right there. Super exciting. There's one
I believe it's the Palacio del Rio downtown.
Okay.
The Hilton Palacio
Looks
del Rio.
nice.
Yeah, looks great.
So here's the thing, though. You see it, lights look all pretty. It's nice, getting more seasonal weather, but mountain cedar.
Yes, speaking of trees, right?
Yeah.
Mountain cedar season is here. Let's just cut right to it. I want to get to the mountain cedar forecast. Now today, it was low, not bad at 70. But keep in mind, the wind has now shifted out of the north, and it'll be out of the northwest tomorrow, coming out of the hill country where we have a much higher concentration of mountain cedar trees. So typically this time of year, once we get that north or northwesterly wind, the mountain cedar count goes up. That's what I'm expecting for tomorrow, and maybe even on into Thursday as well. A northwesterly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow, higher gusts. So a windy day, and because of that direction, I anticipate mountain cedar to rise over the next few days. 53 in the morning with some clouds and a few sprinkles through about sunrise. Then generally a sunny day. The rest of the day sunny, making it up to 67, the high temperature. So not as warm as the upper 70s to near 80 we've been experiencing, but still a little above average. The colder weather is going to take a little time to settle in. The humidity is gone, but the cooler air is lagging behind that cold front a little bit. Tomorrow afternoon in Helotes and Boerne, 64, Hondo, 68, Converse about 68, and Pleasanton making it up to 71. Similar on Thursday, we make it to 67, the high temperature. Friday, a little bit cooler at 62. Check out the weekend, though. By Saturday, 50 degrees for the high temperature, with it low clouds and even a little bit of dampness and a bit of a breeze. Just kind of a raw Saturday. And by Sunday, we're only rebounding to 56. So much colder weather and colder temperatures are on the way and likely here to stay for at least another week or so. Here's the Climate Prediction Center outlook for the days leading up to Christmas. And you see these blue areas. The dark blue indicates a very high likelihood of below average temperatures and probably pretty far below average temperatures for the days leading up to Christmas and even Christmas Day. The exact specifics, of course, is too early to pin down. But one thing that does look fairly certain is no precipitation with the colder temperatures, just colder and likely our first freeze. So what is average on Christmas? Average high 63, average low of 41. We could easily be 20 degrees below those averages. Easily, maybe even more. Again, we'll be able to know in several more days. The warmest Christmas, 90 back in 1955, and the coldest 11 back in 1983. Quick look at our pattern. Severe weather threat moving into the southeastern states right now, and even some of those Gulf Coast states east of Texas. Big wound up upper level low pressure system. It's going to hang around the lower 48, and we're in an overall trophy weather pattern to keep us cool. So taking a look at the forecast, we talked about those highs dropping off closer to 50 on Saturday. Rain chances pretty slim, just 30% on Saturday. And then Monday, we've got another 30%. The headline here is those temperatures. So get ready to have those jackets ready.
Drippity drop. Thank you.
All right, it is no surprise that the Roadrunners seem very pleased to be in Orlando.
Yes, they are very happy about it, and it's a day of first. Their first press conference, their first practice. When we come back, Larry Ramirez has it all covered. Live from Orlando, and the Spurs have a big assist for Alf Louise tonight. Coming up. The UTSA Roadrunners will be just a 1.5 underdogs when they face the Troy Trojans this Friday afternoon in Orlando in the Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. The reason these two teams are so close and what they have been able to accomplish this season, they're both conference champions. They're both 11-2 records, and both the Roadrunners and the Trojans are on a 10-game win streak. All right, with more on this showdown where the Roadrunners are looking for their first ever bowl victory, let's check in with our Larry Ramirez now live from Orlando. Hi, Larry.
Hello, Greg, and good evening, everybody. So UTSA and Troy are two very good college football teams, and the two will help kick off the bowl season this Friday on the first day of bowl games. The Cure Bowl is 1 of 2 games scheduled that day. So the Roadrunners held their first practice this morning right here in Orlando using the field at a local high school. Today, Trojans head coach John Summerall gave the Roadrunners offense, which was ranked 12th in the nation, scoring nearly 39 points a game, a major compliment.
I'm a defensive-minded head coach. I usually look for, like, where's the weakness, all right, of a team, and I don't see it. And their strengths are many. It does start with the quarterback. He is a phenomenal player, but they're extremely explosive. So good scheme, good players, dynamic. It's as good of an offense as we've played all year. I mean, we've played some good teams. We played Ole Miss game 1. I think this is the best offense we played this entire season.
That is a huge compliment for sure. For UTSA, Friday will mark the last time they'll represent Conference USA before joining the American Athletic Conference next season. So does that resonate with them at all? One last shot to send a CUSA team out on top.
I feel like we already did that in a way because we left with the conference championship, and I feel like that was a big accomplishment for us.
We never won a bowl game, program history, never finished in the top 25. We never beat a top 25 team. So it's a lot of things out there for us still, and we're going to go out there and put a chip on our shoulder. And like I said, it's going to be a great test for us.
Like Daddy said, we finished with the conference championship. It would be a great thing to go finish with our first bowl win too, especially heading into the new conference. Just have that momentum for next season.
Before they finish the fight, UTSA will get to have some fun tomorrow afternoon at Universal Studios. Greg, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Larry. While the UTSA Roadrunners are in Orlando, the University of the Incarnate Word Cardinals are preparing for their FCS semifinals in Fargo, where they're set to face the North Dakota State Bison this Friday night with a chance to go to the championship game. This is the second ever meeting between these two schools, with the Bison shutting out the Cardinals in 2014, 58-0. But this is a much different team since that meeting 9 years ago. That's after the Cardinals beat second seed Sacramento State in Sacramento last weekend, 66-63. And the highest scoring game in FCS playoff history. But remember, North Dakota State is coming off its 17th national championship and is 4th in defense against the pass, while UIW is number 1 in scoring.
It's exciting. It's kind of been my motto this year is that, treat every game like the last. It's been naive of me to say that, there aren't some implications here that are very important to this team. It's blessed to be in this position, and just trying to do a good job of just preparing like any other week.
We've been preparing for this since January, since I got here. So we knew what the stake was. We knew what the goal was. So most of us are not surprised that we're here. So we're all just trying to just seize the opportunity.
All right, kickoff on Friday night is set for 6 p.m. Very sad day for those of us in sports, as former Texas Tech and Mississippi State head football coach Mike Leach passed away today. Leach suffered a massive heart attack on Sunday. In fact, he died last night. But he's more than just a football coach, teaching life lessons to his players and even members of the media. In a statement released by the Leach family, they told us that Mike was able to participate in organ donation in his final act of charity. Mike Leach leaves us at the age of 61. For the first time in school history, the Vernon Greyhounds will be playing for the state championship in Class 4A Division I when they meet China Spring in the AT&T Stadium in Arlington this Friday. And they will do so with another first in school history, with an undefeated 15-0 record, ranked number 1 in 12's top 12 and sub-5A poll. That's after arguably their best game of the season when they shut out Chapel Hill in the Alamo Dome Friday, 35-0. At the same time, China Spring brings a 14-1 record into this matchup after edging out Decatur 33-27.
We played very well together, and that's our thing. We play together. And we've been just doing this ever since the summer, and we've been really working on just being more physical than our opponent.
When we got to this game and we won, it really hit me. I was just so proud, and I can't wait to go play in Arlington, and we're playing a good team, so we're going to have to bring the fight to them.
All right, kickoff Fridays at 3 p.m. Spurs with the big assist for Buffalo East tonight. The AT&T Center's Trey Jones and Devin Vassell helped brighten up Christmas for Eastside families with presents and Spurs tickets. Even Jakob Poeltl got to dress up as Santa. That's one tall Claus.
Poeltl Claus.
I don't think he could get down the chimney. Really.
No. Well, hopefully it's a long chimney. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after.
Hope you're ready for the weather change.
Yes.
Have a great night.
Get that jacket ready. Thank you so much for joining us. Love having your company.
GMSA at 4:30.